It's time for Outrageous Sketching Tales. The items needed for sketching tales are a pencil, an eraser, any type of paper you have will do, and I will be using a black Sharpie in the video so that my image shows up better. Are you ready to get started? Get your supplies and let's go. We're going to use our hand to make our first creature. Make a fist and have your pinky up and your thumb out, and take your pencil and you're going to trace around your hand. And if you're left-handed, you'll use the opposite hand that I'm using. The only difference is he'll be looking the other way. Now we're going to draw his feet, some little squares at the bottom, and we'll connect them, and there's his tummy. We're going to make his tail however long you want it, and this dinosaur's going to have a long neck. And then we're going to make his head and the front of his neck, and I think I'll give him a nice mouth with a smile and a nose. Oh, and he's got to be eating something, so he's got some food hanging out of his mouth. And here's his big eye, and I think he needs some spines, which is just triangles going down his neck and across his back. And as you get near the end of his tail, the spines need to get smaller because his tail is smaller. I think I'll color those in, so I'm just going to color them in with a black marker. If you want to color yours in, you can color them in with any color you want. Oh, he turned out so good. Now remember, if you're left-handed, he'll be facing this way. Now we're going to use the number 7 to create our dinosaur. So draw a number 7. We'll draw his head and come down into his neck. A little square at the bottom is one foot, and another little square is the other foot. And we'll connect them. There's his little tummy. And we're going to draw his back, a curved line, then a little curve for his tail. He looks so good. He's the perfect little dinosaur. Do you see the number 7 there? I'm going to give him a mouth and a really big eye. I think he needs some spines on his back too. So again, little triangles are going to be going down his neck, across his back, and up his tail. And as you get to the end of the tail, he'll get smaller. I think I'll color these little spines in again too. He looks so good. D. Draw a letter D, however big you want your dinosaur to be. For mine, I have to leave some blank spaces since I'm using a Sharpie, but you can completely draw your letter D. I'm going to draw a curvy tail on the back, and then some little squares on the bottom for his feet, and some little toes for him. I'll draw his long neck, which goes with the line on the letter D, and his head. He's got a curvy mouth and a really big eye. And you know what's going to be next? Yes, he has some triangles down his back and across his tail and neck for his spines. he turned out so good. Let's look back and see what we've created this week. We made a dinosaur using our hand. And if you're left-handed, your dinosaur will be facing the other way. When I turn the page, you'll see what I mean. And there he is, facing the other direction. Do you see the number 7 in our dinosaur? What about the letter D? Oh, this was so fun. I had such a good time. I found some books at the library, too. The first one is Crunch, the Shy Dinosaur by Sirocco Dunlap and illustrated by Greg Pizzoli. Also, Dinosaur versus the Library by Bob Shea. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you next week.